Hello students, today we are going to continue our last session, your chapter number 6, the Muslim League. In the last section, we have learned about the growth of the communalism, their British policy of the divide and rule, the factors of promoting the formation of the Muslim League. Now, here in this session, we will start with the events of leading to the formation of the Muslim League. The first cause was Hindi Urdu controversy. In the United Province, that is Uttar Pradesh, nowadays, Urdu was the court language of all the petitions to the office, and the courts were submitted in Urdu, and some section of the society protested against the practice, and on April 8, 1900, the government introduced that all petitions were to be submitted in Hindi, in Devanagari script, and the court summons the official announcements to be used in Hindi as well as in Urdu. The Muslim resented this. The controversy continued for a month and relations between the communities became worse. So, what we have seen that in the present Uttar Pradesh, that was known as an united province, all the court languages were used in the Urdu. So some of the societies of the people, they opposed, and the government also helped them. So on April 8, 1900, the government instructed that now all the petitions were to be submitted in Hindi, in Devanagari script, and the court summoned the official announcement should be in Hindi as well as Urdu. This was opposed by the Muslims leaders and the communities. These two communities' relations become worse after this matter. Now, foundation of the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriented Association, that is in 1893. The growth, influence, and the popularity of the Congress became a cause of concern for the British in order to counter the growing influence of the Congress. So, this was also one of the reason that the influence and the popularity of the Congress became the cause of the concern for the British. So, in order to counter the growing influence of the Congress, the British then encouraged the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental, that is MAO. It was a defense association of It was a defense association in the year in 1893. Principal Beck of Mao College, Aligarh, was its secretary. Then Aligarh politics. Nawab Moinuddin Mulk led the Aligarh movement after the death of Sir Sayyid in 1898, and the Aligarh movement worked to instill into the minds of the Muslim in the field of spirit of loyalty towards the British government. And one of the main event was the partition of Bengal in 1905. Lord Curzon partitioned Bengal into two provinces, apparently on the administrative ground. However, the real purpose of the partition of the Bengal to create a wedge between the Hindu and the Muslims, and to check the rising tide of nationalism. The British won the support of the Muslims on the ground of the new province would have the Muslim majority province. Muslims of East Bengal led by Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka welcomed this partition. Then it was a Muslim deputation to the Viceroy Lord Minto to create a possible opposition to the Congress by using the Muslim. The Viceroy Lord Minto appointed a committee. That committee was known as Arundale Committee to work out an expansion of the Legislative Council, and this spurred some communal minded Muslims to action. They decided to present an address to Viceroy. Then it was the formation of the Muslim League. After the success of these events, the Muslim deputation to the Viceroy motivated the Muslim to start a separate political organization. Nawab Salimullah of Dhaka took an initiative, and in December 1906, when eminent Muslim leader assembled at Dhaka in connection with the Mohammedan Education Conference, he arranged a meeting to consider such proposal. So he proposed for the new Muslim party, and the proposal to form a central organization of Muslim was accepted, and All India Muslim League was found on December 30, 1906 under the presidency of Nawab Salimullah. Aga Khan was elected as a permanent president of the Muslim League. Its headquarters was to be at Aligarh, but its central office shifted to Lucknow in 1910. Its aims and objective of the Muslim League was first to promote among the Muslims of India support for the British government and to remove any misconceptions regarding the intention of the government in relation to the Indian Muslims. Second was to protect and advance the political rights and interests of the Muslims and to represent their needs and aspirations to the government in mild and moderate language. Third was to prevent the rise of feeling the hostility between the Muslims of India and other community. And what was the impact of the Muslim League in the national movement? The British welcomed the formation of the Muslim League. They supported the League to provide an opposition to the Congress. They won initially the support of the Muslim by asserting that Muslim interests were different from those of the Hindus, but the policies of the Muslim Leagues to some extent weakened during the national amnesty. Now, the League of the role begins here. The League had the separate entity. Initially, it stood apart from the national movement. It sought a greater representation of the Muslims in all services as regard to the representation of assemblies. Then, government support to the League. With the help of the Lord Minto, the Viceroy at that time, he supported the Muslim League, and Morley Minto reforms of 1909 was initially incorporated to please the Muslim League and create a rift between the Muslim League and Congress. The face rapprochement was from 1910 to 1913. New forces emerged in Muslim League politics, and some of the leaders realized that rapprochement with the Congress was desirable. Then it was very desirable. There were several factors were responsible. First was the Britain hostility to Turkey, to the Turco-Italian War in 1911-1912, then the Balkan War. Balkan War was there in 1912-1913. Second was the annulment of partition of Bengal in 1911. Third was the younger brother the younger section of emerging Muslim leaders disliked the loyalist politics of Aligarh group and the leadership of the big Nawabs and Zamindars, and some of the young scholars influenced by the Deoband school of Muslim studies were inspired by the nationalist sentiments. Among them were the Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Habibur Rahman, Hakim Ajmal Khan, and Mazharul Haq. So, in the Muslims also, they began to there has a difference between the assertive Muslims who were only believe that to the Britishers and the young generations they don't believe the Britishers. Congress and the League, and when the British government acted against the Turkish interests and supported the cause of the Balkan countries, the Indian Muslims stood up and launched the Khilafat movement against the British. Those young generation now made a Khilafat against the Britishers. Congress cooperated with them and Khilafat issue was included as one of the demand of the national cooperation movement. As a result, in fact, which is known as the Lucknow Pact, very important pact was signed between the Congress and the League in 1916. According to the pact, the Congress accepted the concept of the communal electorate, which subsequently added to the communal fairness. Partition of the country and the communal lies. The communal divide continue in 1930. The idea of the two nation states was born, and in 1940 the League raised the demand for Pakistan at Lahore. Thus, despite of several opposition from Gandhiji, the country drifted toward the partition, and at last in 1947 there was a communal right and the new country was born. It was named Pakistan. So in this chapter we have read about the events leading to the formation of the Muslim leagues, then their aim and object to promote among the Muslim supporters the British to protect the advance of the political rights and interests, to present the needs and the aspiration of the Muslims, to prevent the hostility between the Muslims and Indians. The impact of the Muslim League in the national movement was beginning the Muslim League stood apart from the national anti-partitions movement. Then provision of separate electorates was by the Morley Minto reforms. Britain's betrayal in the Turkey against the Muslims on the Turco-Italian War, and the Muslim League raised a demand of Pakistan in 1930, and on 1947 under the leadership of Jinnah the new country was born, and that name was Pakistan. So that's all for today's session, students. Read this chapter, follow the video. We will meet in our next session with new topic. Till then, have a nice day and take care of your health.